Welcome back to another Backpage gaming video. Today you are joining myself, Jack. We've also got Sam.
Hello!
And we've got Robbie as well.
Hello there.
What a great time to be alive. Almost New Year's. Very exciting. And speaking of exciting players, we have got another one here for you today. It's Paul Pogba. Is first in form?
It is his first in form, yeah.
He's already had so many special cards that aren't in forms. So.
Yeah, he's Rule Breaker, UEL.
Yeah, I genuinely thought this was his second in form because of that.
I did as well, but
No.
we move on into the review. So, Robbie was the one that tried him, because Robbie has got money, and me and Sam are poor. What was your first impression of the card, Rob? And where did you use him, etc., etc.?
A little bit of a story.
Oh god, here we go.
Here we go.
Yep.
So first game I went into, I had changed the game settings to have manual passing on, so I could cheese the squad battles AFK.
Nelly. Yeah.
And that fucked me up straight away. 1-0 down.
Don't try.
So I changed it back, then found out my custom tactics were wrong.
Okay.
They didn't save
Not
them.
going great, is it?
So I went 2-0 down, and then Pogba went and scored a hat-trick, and I ended up winning 3-2, I believe.
Oh.
So yeah, first game, I was in love with the man.
Did
He
that love
saved me from-
continue?
It did. It not in the same vein, he wasn't like
It was
my
a passionate first
be all
night
and
with
end
him.
all. Yeah.
I mean, that says a lot to me already, Jack. I don't know about you, but like we know the way Robbie romances his players.
True.
And if Rob's coming away
Fizzles
from
out
something
a
saying,
little bit,
I'm
maybe.
not, it was a one-pump chump.
Whoa, excuse me.
Like,
He did his
then-
business with me, and then he threw me aside.
yeah.
Went on to the next haircut.
That says a lot. That means this card's untouchable. Review over.
No. In all seriousness, he's a great card. Like, he's not gonna, he's not like Hullet or anyone like that, but he's fantastic.
He always got that bit of bullshit factor about him, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Like, whether it be
definitely, yeah.
just the fact that he's got an absolute tree trunks for legs,
Yeah,
or the fact
he has a long
that
legs
he's got
tree.
5-star skills, which is always nice on a centre mid.
Very nice, yeah.
So I'm looking at this card, alright, and I'm struggling to agree with what you're saying because of
What?
one major issue for me.
Morito slow.
Yes, exactly. 67 acceleration.
It's not the greatest, is it, Rob?
67
Defend my
acceleration.
boy. Defend my boy.
Well, Sam,
Mate.
just don't be a pace whore.
Whoa!
Nah,
Robbie's got the right idea, hasn't he? He just says don't be a hate. It's like, just don't lose. It's as easy as that.
Yeah. He's not that slow in game. Like, you're not playing him cam or striker. He's a centre mid.
Don't matter.
Like, you don't need your centre mids to be flipping fast as fuck.
Do you think
Like,
he feels
so,
faster than...
He definitely feels
his stats
faster, yeah.
from,
He
might
does not feel
suggest.
like 67 acceleration.
I think
It helps that he's got massive
Yeah, I'm
legs
about to
as
say,
well.
I
He
think
just eats
players
up the
like
ground.
that always feel a bit faster. It's like Baby Blanc, that type
Yeah.
of card where he's just an absolute yoon and he'll just charge us more than anything. He just absolutely like
Takes
Naruto
2 steps
runs.
and he's covered half the pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think
yeah,
that helps in his defending as well. Like, it doesn't feel like 67 defending just because of his long
he
legs.
can jockey quickly.
Yeah.
Which
It
I'd
was the
say
same
is-
in like previous games as well. Like, you can't play him CDM just because of his height and his strength and that.
Because you look at his defending stats and they actually aren't that great. Like, he's
not
got
the best,
65
no.
interceptions.
Yeah.
Obviously his heading accuracy is alright because he's a tree, but 64 defensive awareness. But I do agree with. I've used normal Pogba this year.
Yeah.
I haven't used this in form one, but he
Yeah.
does just feel like he's got just that defensive bullshit where he's just giant in game because he does have a
Yeah.
unique body type. He has got a Pogba body type.
Well, he's got
Yeah.
huge tackle radius from them legs, and then he's got 90 strength. He's not gonna
He's going to win the ball
be
into you, which I think
difficult
is
to- yeah.
something that not all players have got this year.
Yeah, he's one of those that can just get in the way, and he's got that 90 strength, so he's got the ability to win the ball off people and intercept it as well. Yeah.
So moving on to what his best position might be, I don't think anyone's looking at this guy and thinking he might be a cam.
Yeah.
I've become a huge fan of the 4-2-2 and the centre mid role. Looking at this card, you might think, to me, it looks like the perfect, like that.
Yeah.
That's his perfect role, really. Would you say that would get the most out of the card, or do you think that he does suit being a CDM? Sorry, more.
I would say you need to play him in a more attacking,
Okay.
like defensive centre mid role, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
you don't want him as your sit back guy. You want him to get forward. As far as players go to link the defence to the attack, carry it forward, he's
Yeah.
one of the best. Only person I've used better than him at that is probably Awar, the new Awar.
And I did fall in love with it. It's worth mentioning, by the way, guys, that I did fall in love with Awar after doing the review with Robbie. Yeah, so Robbie might convince me to get Paul back into the team.
Yeah, he's great at just carrying it forward. Doing a scoop turn in centre mid it can't be overlooked. Like, it's so nice. And then just the ability, his shooting as well, absolutely phenomenal. He's only got 77 finishing, but it feels higher just because of his shot power, I think.
What's his
He's got the outside foot shot as well.
It's probably a bit of a redundant question, but what's his passing like? Because he's got 87 short pass and 92 long pass.
Yeah, it's very good. You can tell it. You'll see in some of the clips he made some very nice passes. Like, I think that's important as well, just to carry it forward as far as you can. Maybe beat a man with a scoop turn or like a McGeady spin or anything like that, and then get the pass off. Like, he's great at that.
Because I know me and Sam have been in agreement recently about Mbappe and the fact that he's got shit passing. So I think having players that can pass a ball in your attack, if you are kind of like flooding a guy and you've got your striker, your cam,
you need someone to pick a pass.
You need someone that can pick a pass, and I do think some players don't have that. I do think you need good passing stats this year.
Yeah,
especially when if people match you in a 4-1-2-1-2 and you just get clogged in.
Yeah.
You've got so many tight little spaces to get the ball in, haven't you? You
need someone to make some magic.
Do you think he operates well in tight spaces, Paul?
For a big fella, yeah. He gets about.
I know the feeling. I'm
just objection, Your Honour.
Overruled.
He's got a great dynamic picture as well.
Yes, which is honestly always for
Makes
me.
the card.
The kit ruins it for me. I
the
bet
kit
Jack
adds
likes
to
that
it,
kit,
bro.
though.
I think the kit adds to it. Yeah. I'm not a fan of that kit, but I think it looks good here.
I just think for me, I'm always a Pogba fanboy, so I've always been willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, even though he has been a bit of a fraud recently, to be honest.
Yeah. It's worth noting I used him in a 4-4-2 as a centre mid, along with Marquinhos, so he was the more attacking one. Like, used him as like a fifth attacker more than anything.
So you think
played
he'd
him
go well
balance,
with Kante as well,
Yeah, anyone that's going to sit back and sort of cover him if he's out of position he'll do well there, yeah. Because he does have the ability to go forward and score goals without a shadow of a doubt.
Have you used Bruno Fernandes this year?
I have, yeah.
How would you compare the two?
I prefer Pogba.
Ooh.
He's got that more physical presence in centre mid.
Yeah.
I don't think Bruno's the best at defending. I think Pogba's a lot better in that way. Maybe because of his height, bit of strength as well. I think he just plays better in that role.
I just think the 5-star skills this year.
Yeah, that as well.
I don't think they can be talked about enough.
Yeah, the running scoop turn is so clutch.
It's really good this year. Really good. And another one as well is the 5-star McGeady. I think that's a much better skill move. Especially if you can cancel, if you can learn how to cancel that skill move, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
Which
I agree.
Always a handy thing to know. So altogether, any final thoughts, Rob, before you get into the end card?
I'd say just he's pretty expensive. He's sort of a not similar price, but like 100k less than his live card. So if you're looking at his live card thinking it looks good, why not just go for this one for now? He's only got one less passing. That's it.
Yeah, but you never know.
It's not gonna make a huge difference.
Know,
yeah, yeah, but I think he's good enough. I think his rule breaker is very overpriced.
100%. That rule breaker would be
you're not going
to
notice that defending, really. I don't think.
I don't think you notice the defending, but I think you'd notice the passing.
You notice the passing. Yeah. I think that's the thing. I'd rather have the inform than his rule breaker personally.
I think it's just because that rule breaker there's like hardly any packed, really.
Yeah, it's very rare.
Weight.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you take us into the end card, Rob?
So I've gone for an 8 out of 10. Just a little bit less than the freeze hour that we did. I think a little bit less, quite a lot less pace. Sort of makes.
We say don't be a pace whore, but at the same
lower.
time,
pace does help.
It does definitely help.
But I'd say he's a bit better on the defensive side than Awar is.
Yeah.
And obviously the 5-star skills helps him. But the pace, is a lot less than Awar, which resulted in me giving him an 8. Value I've gone for a 6.5, which I sort of had to, considering Awar's like 100k. He's like, what, 330?
330.
So, he's quite expensive. But, if you're a Paul Pogba fan, and you don't particularly fancy the normal car, then you can spring for this one, then why not give him a go? Great links. I used him with Rashford, the normal Rashford. You can go for the freeze St. Maximan if you are an absolute baller. Or even normal Maximan's pretty
He's still decent
on the wing.
Yeah.
And then obviously the freeze Awar that we did as well, who is an absolute baller.
I don't think...
Not really much more to say about him.
He's French, he's from the Prem.
Yeah.
You know, have
You
at
can link
it.
with Martial for a perfect link as well if you really wanted to. Chemstyle gone for Shadow, gives him like +9 pace, and then like +8 defending, I think it is.
It is.
Which obviously helps. Position, I'd say centre mid. You could play him CDM if you use like 4-2-3-1 because it doesn't really matter. You know, you still use him as an attacking one in that. It doesn't really matter that it has a D in it. Giggity.
Excuse me.
Oh,
The price gone for 330k. Well, I don't say we've gone for it, that's what it is.
It's not dictation.
Yeah.
we just had, estimated it. We didn't really look.
So yeah, that's pretty much that's Paul.
That's Paul for you. So, I hope you enjoyed the review, guys. As always, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Let us know who you want us to comment or to review, in the comments below. And we'll see you next time.
See you later.
See you later.